Today, we're diving into a wild thought experiment. What if our first contact with an unknown species wasn't with aliens from space, but rather right here on Earth? Think Bigfoot. Think the Loch Ness Monster. What if these elusive creatures truly exist, and we finally made contact? How would we approach these cryptids in a way that's respectful, engaging, and fun? Let's explore that together. Imagine waking up one day to news headlines declaring that Bigfoot has been spotted in the Pacific Northwest. Instead of fear or skepticism, what if our first instinct was curiosity and eagerness to bridge the gap between our worlds? When we think about how we might communicate with this species, we recall that animals around us have their own complex languages. Just like dolphins use clicks and whistles to converse, maybe Bigfoot has its own unique way of expressing thoughts and emotions. Now, let's take a look at something intriguing. Scientists have explored unconventional ways to communicate with intelligent animals. In 1970, scientists successfully taught chimpanzees to use sign language. Fast forward to today, and we're using technology to send signals to other species. Take Dr. Sarah Flint's ideas on using radio signals to communicate with wild chimpanzees as an example. Why not use this approach with a creature like Bigfoot? Picture setting up a radio receiver in the woods, broadcasting simple signals that might capture its attention. Maybe a series of beeps that gradually form a Morse code pattern. Easy to understand and inviting. Now, extend this idea to Nessie in Scotland. What if setting up sonar technology in Loch Ness wasn't just about seeking underwater evidence, but also about saying, "Hello." The sonar pings could be designed like an underwater equivalent of a conversation starter. It's not just about finding these creatures, it's about opening a line of dialogue in a way that doesn't impose. Let's not forget the emotional angle. Cryptids like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster may have a profound depth to their existence. Imagine discovering that a creature that we thought was just myth not only lives but has a rich social life, akin to elephants or wolves. These animals have complex social structures, mourning rituals, and even ways to celebrate. What if we formed bonds based on shared experiences, understanding their world in a way that honors their existence? And while you may think this is all pretty crazy, think about the countless times in history when different cultures met for the first time. Most successful interactions began with curiosity rather than apprehension. Consider the explorers who met indigenous peoples. Those who approached with respect often laid the groundwork for mutual understanding and cooperation. If we approach our cryptozoological friends with that same mindset, who knows what amazing discoveries might await us? So here's a thought. What if after years, not of hunting or hiding, our contact leads to a symbiotic relationship? Picture Bigfoot contributing to forest preservation or the Loch Ness Monster informing us about underwater ecosystems. In these scenarios, doesn't the prospect of collaboration sound far more exciting than fear-based narratives? Let's wrap this up. Here's the takeaway. The next time you hear stories of Bigfoot or Nessie, rather than dismissing them, consider the possibilities. We share this planet with incredible unknowns, and who knows what we could learn if we open our minds and hearts to the idea of coexistence. Whether it's through tech or good old-fashioned communication, we're all part of the same cosmic narrative. So keep exploring and remember that the world, filled with mysteries, is usually closer than we think. Thanks for joining me on this imaginative journey.